Yeah, hey Myah, congrats on the win today.
Thank you.
I wondered, Coach in January said a kind of funny quote. That Ole Miss was going to come back here and win in Starkville. Did you guys kind of remember that and maybe use that as extra motivation?
Yes, sir. We definitely remembered it. Definitely.
How'd that make you guys feel?
I just think it fueled us. Everything right now, we try to take everything and we turn it into positive things, and we use it as fuel. And I think that's what we did out there tonight.
How proud are you of this team? I think, 6 players the last 6 minutes of this game, and all 5'9" or shorter, and yet you still battled out there. How kind of proud of this group that stuck together in that moment?
No, extremely proud. Extremely proud. We all fought the entire game. We encouraged each other throughout the entire game. Charlie, of course, is our tallest player, and we just continue just building confidence in her. And I think that as far as the coaches and my teammates, I think we did a great job with just encouraging her and letting her stay confident, things like that, because we knew that she was going to have a big game for us. And I really think that she did. She came out, had some really big rebounds for us. And I just think we executed really well. But very proud of this team. We work hard for this. A lot of people have counted us out, but we just keep fighting and just keep using it as fuel.
Stefan, go ahead.
Yeah, I think, coming into this matchup, everyone knew the size mismatch that they had, and it kind of seems like you were able to get their forwards, players like Shakira Austin out there and kind of use your guys' speed and athleticism to kind of blow by them and get creative angles. I mean, was that something you guys maybe noticed late in that game against Ole Miss the first time around that you felt you could use to your advantage here?
Definitely. We worked a lot on the press. Start off last game, we turned the ball over a lot just starting up the game, and I think that fueled them. But we just made sure we take care of the ball on that end. And then I think just as far as packing it in, we knew that we were going to have to – we cannot jump them. I mean, they're just so much taller than us. But just boxing out, getting into their body and driving back and things like that. So it was a heck of a scout by our coaches, my teammates. We executed it, and I just think it just showed.
I know you talked last game about just, taking things one day at a time, but, this serves as a quadrant one win for you guys, and you guys are still in those tournament conversations. I mean, how exciting is it for you guys at this point of the season, with all the obstacles you've overcome to be in this conversation, to have a chance to, be playing for something here in mid-February?
I think everybody here has one goal, and that's to win. And I just think that everybody just pouring in just so much as far as energy and just everything is really special to see. And I think a lot of people are noticing that now. And like I said, no matter what circumstance we go through, we never use it as an excuse. I feel like that will only set us back. Instead, we use it as fuel. We get to work each and every day, and we just come out and try to display it.
Robbie, go ahead.
Myah, I know you're not always looking to be aggressive offensively as far as shooting the ball, but today you got to the hoop and had some pretty good finishes inside, and then 2 really big three-point shots too. What was kind of your mindset offensively today to come in there and score 17 and be really efficient doing it too?
I just think that I just stayed within myself. I didn't try to do anything that I knew I couldn't do, and I know my teammates have a lot of confidence in me with shooting the ball. And so I just think that I just tried to step up to the plate when it was needed. My role is to kind of play defense, distribute, but to just step up. And I just think I did that today. But just kudos to my teammates for putting me in those positions and just being confident in me.
John, go ahead.
Myah, kind of going back to what you mentioned at the beginning about, Yo's comments and just that game, but going back to that game, considering what happened there and, what happened today, how good did it feel to be able to kind of get your revenge on Ole Miss and get it done in the fashion that you guys did?
I think that everybody remembered, I guess, the feeling of that Ole Miss game. It didn't feel good. Nothing about it felt good. Nothing about the trip felt good. And I just think that just remembering that, I guess have a short-term memory, but also just to move forward. And I just think right now we're on a roll. We're playing really good together. We're putting in the work. So, it's exciting. I'm very excited for my teammates and the coaches.
Sure. And, you're talking about how well you guys are playing as of right now, and you look at Anastasia. Hey, she's been a big part of that as well. How have you kind of seen her game grow, like within your team and, behind closed doors?
Right. She's so talented. She's very talented, actually. And I just think that she plays so well within our offense as well. everything that she does in practice, she do it hard. And I just think it's just so special to see it in practice and then see that same thing in the game. It's not surprising to us at all. She's a heck of a player for us. She's scored a lot of points for us each and every game. She steps up each and every game. And so, and I think everybody sees that. She's just a hard worker. She's very confident, but she can also distribute as well. So she's just a great piece for us.
We'll go Stefan, then we'll wrap things up with Robbie.
Yeah, kind of along those same lines, Jacayla Jordan got going early today and kind of helped you guys out, on the offensive end a ton. What has it kind of been like, playing alongside her this season and seeing her get going in games like this?
Yeah, Jark was very clutch for us. Very, very clutch. She always shows up when we need her. She just plays so hard, and she's one of our bigger guards, so she knows that she has to be a little extra physical for us. But I just think that just continue to talk to her. She's very young, very talented, very athletic, and I just think that with her staying confident in her game, playing within our system and things like that, I just think that the ceiling, it's no limit for her. She's a great player.
Yeah, and obviously coming into this season, Doug talked a lot about how important it was going to be for him kind of building relationships with you guys, especially because he was so new when he took over as head coach. I mean, what's it been like the past few months kind of developing a relationship with him? And do you feel like now that you guys are getting to know him a little better, it's translating to some of the success you guys are having?
Oh, definitely. We know how he is as a coach. We know what's expected of us from him. And I just think that we just trust in everything that he do, and we just try to go and execute it. So, yeah.
We'll wrap things up with Robbie.
Myah, you talked a little bit about the game plan that y'all had coming in this ball game and how y'all executed that. But looking back at that game and now kind of big picture where y'all are right now, what has been the biggest difference for y'all to kind of flip a switch here? Y'all lost by 15 there, but it was probably worse than that today. Controlled a 10-point lead for most, or 10 or more points most of the game. But, the last few games, what's been the difference for y'all from that point to now?
We just know a lot of people. We know a lot of people have just been counting us out, and I just think that we kind of just been sticking together, playing as one. It's just so much positivity around this team right now. Everything is going really good, and we're just gonna keep using that as fuel to keep on rolling.
All right, thanks, everybody.
Oh, have one more thing. First, shout out to the fans, best fans in the country, and since Coach Doug won't say it, we run the SIP. Thanks, guys.
Yeah, Annie, I know you remember that Ole Miss game last time y'all played. Y'all got down early, and turnovers were kind of the key in that ball game. How did you feel like y'all handled that press? They pressed pretty much the entire ball game. How did you feel like y'all handled that?
I feel like we handled it very well. We were prepared for it. Last game we weren't really prepared for it, but this week we focused on the press, doing things that we can, passing the ball around to each other, and Coach came out with a game plan to put us in positions for us to break the press, and I feel like we did.
Stefan, go ahead.
Anastasia, for you guys, Jacayla Jordan kind of got going there. I think she had 8 in the first quarter. I mean, how important was it out of the gate to kind of get her going a bit?
Oh, that's very important. She's a great player, and she does a lot for us. Offensively, she just plays really hard, so that was really big for us. When she gets going, it helps everyone around her gets going.
And Myah was just talking about this as well, but Doug Novak, when he took over as head coach, and we're still kind of trying to learn the team and get to know you guys. He talked about relationships a lot. How much do you feel like you guys have been able to develop that with him over all these obstacles you guys have overcome, and how much do you think that's maybe translating to the success you're having now?
I mean, it just feels good to have a coach that just won't give up on you. And when you have a coach like that, it's very inspiring. You can't do anything but trust you. He wants the best for each and every one of us. He does all he can. And, props to him coming into everything that he had to come in. All you can do is just trust him and buy into everything that he says. And, yeah.
Andy, go ahead.
Hey, Annie, in the month or so since that game, what do you think, since the last Ole Miss game, what do you think kind of switched for this team where you've won, 4 to 5, and kind of on a roll right now?
I mean, we're all we have. Like, at the end of the day, we're all we have. And, playing together, getting to know each other just a little bit more throughout the season. We all have one common goal, and that's to get to the tournament and win games. And winning is fun, and we all want to win. And if you play hard, work hard, I feel like the outcome will be good for you.
How do you feel like you guys did against Shakira Austin tonight? I know she still had like 20 points, but it seemed like she was kind of under control for most of that game.
Oh yeah, I feel like we did pretty good. You know, she's a great player. She's gonna get hers, but I still feel like we fought and we battled, and yeah.
We'll wrap things up with Robbie.
Andy, I think you have 5 straight games of 20 or more points and been really efficient on the offensive end too. How locked in do you feel like you are right now? I know you've done this pretty much everywhere you've been. You scored a lot of points, but just how well do you feel like you're playing right now against some pretty good competition?
You know, I've been working hard. I feel like every possession in practice, I feel like I do it like a game rep. And, you know, I've been taught since my freshman year to practice every rep like a game rep. And, you know, when the game comes, it's not that hard because, you know, we do the reps. I do the reps all the time. And then I have my teammates around me who encourage me, and it just makes it so much better. Everyone's positive. Everyone's cheering me on. So that's what makes it much easier. I'm willing to do whatever I can to help this team get a win.